Hey there, YouTube. Squint here. First, I want to say thanks to the entire community for reaching out, sending the condolences for the loss of my father. That's awesome. That just goes to show the character of each and every one of the members in this community. Second, I want to revisit this Praxis kit. I came in here today. I hadn't picked in over a week, and I started to pick, and it just felt real rough. So I wanted to readdress it. You can hear it's kind of rough on these, so that's what I was feeling in the lock. But I had to go back and hit it with 500 grit sandpaper, smooth it out. But I don't have that zipper feeling anymore in the locks. So today I want to try to pick a lock for you guys. This is called the Brighton Rock. Sent to me from Bill Bacardi, but this is a Daz Evers lock. It's my first Daz Evers. You can see the bitting there is awesome. Key works real well. Let's see if we can get this thing picked for you guys, so I can get it on out to somebody else in the community. Alright, we got it in the vise. Works. Get you guys angled correctly. Zoom in. I'm going to use the one of the Praxis kit picks. It's a I got my Peterson kit out. Big Jesse gave to me just to kind of compare. Dangerfield Praxis doesn't really name their picks. It just says like short hook, but you can see this hook is a clone copy of their number one, hook one. So you can kind of see that. These are almost 100% the same pick. So that's what I'm going to try to use today. Still debating on whether or not to use a put handles on these, but we'll see if I can find the right material. A little bit of play. I'm gonna have to pick off this warding, and it looks like I may slide off of it. So let's see if I can put this in there. Help me out a little bit. Alright. Let's see if I can zoom you in a little bit more so you guys can see what's going on. And I'm gonna have to work from the right to left. With a small click. Let me put this down one more. There we go. Three with a click. Two feels like it wants to click. Alright, let's go back to the back again. Some value on 4. It gave me a click. Touched 1. It gave me some rotation on the core. Touch 3 gave me a click. 5 gave me a little counter and a click. Took away a little bit of my false set. Two's bound up. And 1. Nope, 1 feels good. Back to 3. Alright, 4 is definitely bound up. Oh, I might have just overset 4. Yeah. Alright, let's go back out there. I got my false set back by dropping that pin. Alright, 4 gave me a nice click. Touch 3 gave me a little rotation on the core. And 1 still feels good. 2 kind of hung up. Alright, gave me a click. Little manual rotation on it. Feels like 3. Not. Alright. Something dropped and gave me a little false set when it dropped, so it must have been overset somewhere. 1 with a click, a little bit more turn on the core, so now I have a deeper false set. 3 gave me a click. 5 and 4 feel good. 2 with a click. And 1 still feels good. Alright, 1 with a big click. 2 with a click and some counter. 3 with a click. Right here, 2. Let's see if I can use a little bit thicker one. I'll get to 23 thousandths. There it goes. Nice turn. Nice turn off of 1. And there we go. Whoop. We are open. Alright. So you guys can see, we are open. Alright. Had to get that little bit thicker pick in there to lift that up. It was the exact same one. Nothing nothing different in the picks, just the size. Alright, let's get this off, get all this cleaned up. That was the Brighton Rock from Daz Evers. That was my first Daz Evers lock. It was awesome, of course. Let's clip off of here. That may not work. Let's see if we can get it this way. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with me over the last couple weeks. Yeah. There we go. Alright, let's shim it in there. Make sure I stay in frame so you guys can see. Nope, don't want that one. Alright, follower, where'd you go? I'll tell you what, I really need to be more prepared. Really need to be more prepared for this stuff. Let's see if we can get this in there. It's gonna be too big. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can find my other follower. Whoa, look at that. Those things are down in there, that's for sure. Alright, let's put this key in there so you guys can see everything needed picked. Nice. Everything looks threaded for sure. Oh, there we go. Yep, everything is threaded in that one. Let's see what we got upstairs. Alright, find the shim. Nice spool. Steel spring. Alright, of course. Always some goodness. Little pin and pin action. Like a spool pin and pin. Little small copper spring. Uh-oh, dogs aren't happy. Must be some kids outside playing. Another serrated spool. Little copper spring. Another spool. Oh, that looks like it's another pin and pin. Sure was. Alright, pin and pin. And 4 with a steel spring. And number 5 is a spool. With a stuck spring. Come on, number 5. There we go. Looks like a steel spring in 5. Seen its better days. And up top we have, everything's standard up top, so nothing there. Alright, let's get you guys angled down so you can see these awesome pins that Daz Evers has so graciously put into this lock. Alright, here we go. Alright, you guys can see it was 5 pin. Well, come on, camera. Alright. Here, number 1 had this serrated spool. Oh, let me turn it around. I gotta turn those around so you guys aren't looking at them upside down from where I dumped them out. Alright, there's better. Alright, number 1, he's got a serrated key pin with a spool driver. Real fine serrations on it, real fine cuts. And then number 2 is kind of a spoolish T-pin, and then an hourglass type spool, but then it had a pin in pin, and a small copper spring. There was a steel spring in one. Number 2 is kind of a T-pin, key pin with a spool, serrated spool driver with a copper spring. Standard in number 2. Standard in number 2 with a spool, another spool, pin in pin. It's really awesome. I'll have to start making some of these pin in pins. They look fun. And then for number 5, you have a real finely spooled up key pin with another real fine spool type driver and a that looks like it's two springs together in 5. Yep, it is 2 springs together. Look like 2 steel springs wound together. So Daz Everest, awesome, man. This was my first Daz Everest lock sent to me by Mr. Bill Bacardi. Again, thank you everybody for the condolences. I'll try to get up another lock here shortly so I can kind of make up for the time that I have lost. But thanks again, everybody, and I appreciate this community so much, and I'll be on to the next lock.